Hello, I'm Captain Fitch. I started Steamships Trading Company way back in 1918. Welcome to our amazing story.
Papua New Guinea, a South Pacific island country, our home for over 100 years. Papua New Guinea has the most linguistically diverse population in the world, who speak over 800 different languages and have a myriad of fascinating cultures. Steamships was incorporated in 1918 by our founder, Captain Algernon Fitch. He purchased the steamer SS Queenscliff from Australian interests and commenced trading voyages out of Port Moresby up and down the Papuan coast, competing with established companies such as Burns Philp and British New Guinea Development. Who could have predicted that this one-ship operation would grow into one of the biggest companies in Papua New Guinea? Over the following years, Steamships gradually expanded the scope of our operations to include retail and wholesale stores in Port Moresby. And we started our long, endearing journey into hotels. In the very early days, and named after our first vessel, the Queenscliff, our first Port Moresby store was affectionately known as Queenie's. The ship's name is still commemorated in street names in the city and company apartment blocks today. In 1922, we won the administration's coastal mail contract and acquired another vessel, the Papuan Chief, in 1924. Laying the foundation for our expansion into shipping services along the isolated Papuan coast from Daru to Samurai, delivering supplies and enabling the export of raw materials and the transportation of people.
The Papuan Chief is more than a ship, it is an institution, wrote H.L. Hurst, Secretary of the London Missionary Society in 1938. It is known by Papuans and white folk alike up and down the coast of the territory. As soon as it is sighted, the cry goes up from village to village, "Sail ho, Papuan Chief!" The cry is one of the cheeriest for many a missionary, magistrate or planter along these shores. It means letters, papers, books. It means stores, food, kerosene, machinery.
With our Port Moresby operations well established, we opened similar trading facilities in Samurai, which was an important shipping hub, servicing the gold mining industry, government outposts, and plantations in eastern Papua since the early 1900s. The Great Depression at the end of the 1920s was catastrophic for some. However, for steamships, traveling up and down the coast provided us with the opportunity to acquire other businesses such as sawmills and plantations. By the mid-1930s, steamships became the second largest plantation owner in Papua, with over 10,000 acres under rubber, copra, and cocoa. A few years later, in 1937, we bought our first hotel on Samurai Island, the Cosmopolitan. It provided hospitality to young men of the armed forces, particularly the Royal Australian Navy, as the threat of World War II loomed closer to the Pacific. The onslaught of war in Papua and New Guinea from 1941 caused devastation, resulting in raids, looting, and lawlessness in Port Moresby, leading to the evacuation of steamship staff and families. Samurai also suffered. Evacuations ensued, laborers fled, and it was declared a war zone. like most private sector companies, we lost almost all of our infrastructure and shipping during the Second World War. Once hostilities ceased, Captain Fitch and the then Managing Director, Viv Crisp, returned to Port Moresby to resurrect assets, in some cases literally from the ashes, with nothing but makeshift offices and handwritten ledgers. One of the assets reconstructed was the steamship Slipway, which had been bombed by the Japanese forces. Once reopened, this downtown facility and workshops on the shore of Paga Point made Port Moresby a hub for maritime maintenance once again. This helped re-establish our coastal shipping services, along with the purchase of replacement vessels and commissioning of several new ship builds. Starting in the mid-1950s, a series of road networks were constructed, including the Highlands Highway that would link mainland New Guinea from Lae, Mount Hagen and other highland centers. These created opportunities for steamships. By expanding our ownership to companies whose assets were in New Guinea, steamships became involved in almost every economic sector except banking, aviation, mining or petroleum exploration. We acquired the retail conglomerate Collier Watson in 1962, and we became a Coca-Cola bottler in 1967. Leading up to 1975, steamships continued to do business in both Papua and New Guinea.
I am often asked what the future holds for Papua New Guinea generally, and steamships in particular. As is well known, our company has always identified itself with this nation and its people. And unashamedly, we state that our fortunes are tied completely to those of Papua New Guinea.
Even after Papua New Guinea gained independence in 1975, steamships did not stand still. We acquired and sold more hotels over the years, which we refurbished and modernized to appeal to the growing population, resource developments, and a budding tourism industry. We bought and sold hotels, including the Melanesian in Lae, the Mount Hagen Hotel, Smugglers Inn and Coast Watchers in Madang, the Barocco Hotel and Hibiscus Hotel in Port Moresby, and the Leamington Hotel in Popondetta. You'll know us now as the steamship's own Coral Sea Hotels. Steamships never lost our historical focus on shipping. Amalgamating shipping interest in 1978, Consort Shipping is still going strong today. In 1984, we bought a 50% shareholding in Pacific Towing and started our heavy lifting journey on the high seas, providing tug and marine salvage services. And in 1987, we were successful in winning a lucrative Octedi contract to supply copper concentrate shipping and storage vessels. The Copper Fleet, as they were known, were an important part of the steamship's armada of vessels. Some of these vessels were named after local places and people, such as MV Pipigari, steamship's first Papuan captain, seen here in his elderly years, meeting with Captain Fitch on his last visit to Papua New Guinea. Through until the 1990s, our main competitors were still Burns Philp and Carpenters. We were all active in shipping, retail, wholesale, and hardware in almost all major centers throughout Papua New Guinea. Eventually, in 1992, after nearly a century of competing against them, we bought out Burns Philp. After several years in a joint venture, we acquired a final parcel of shares and gained the controlling interest in Collinson-Lay in 1999. And with that, Steamships ended up with many business assets in the Highlands and other coastal areas. Through company joint ventures and takeovers, Steamships and its various subsidiaries grew into a trusted name for consumers nationwide, developing iconic businesses such as Steamships Hardware,
Quality and range in one place for you. You can see where? Steamships Hardware!
Steamships Machinery,
Tough jobs, tough machines at Steamships Machinery.
Stop and Shop,
We bring our best for less. Bring you out every day. Stop and shop.
Best Buy,
A shopping experience with a difference. Best Buy. Shopping comfort and service with a smile.
Tradewinds,
Select the Tradewinds product, you get a free Tradewinds reggae cassette. Available from the following participating outlets.
Daytech PNG,
Think big. Dating.
Toba Motors,
The Mitsubishi Colt Cargo, available from Toba Motors nationwide.
New Guinea Motors,
Isuzu, made for you.
Colgate Palmolive,
Brush, brush, brush. 2 times a day. Brush with Colgate.
Laga Industries, and Monia. Other steamships companies built domestic manufacturing capacity, meeting local demand and reducing reliance on imports. Steamships facilitated trade, introducing global brands to Papua New Guinea's growing consumer market, opening up Papua New Guinea to the world. Steamships Property Division managed the company's own land bank, buying and selling land and buildings for years. This portfolio now includes Pacific Palms Property and Right Bluff Property Management. Steamships' century-long association with Papua New Guinea has resulted in our involvement in almost all aspects of the development and growth of the country. But our main legacy is the impact of our operations on the people of the nation. In over 100 years of operating in Papua New Guinea, Steamships has employed many thousands of people. The company has a best practice graduate development program, an internal management training program, and industry-specific training, such as seafaring cadets and other trade apprenticeships.
Cultures that have remained consistent and what I value the most are company's commitment to Papua New Guinea and its emphasis on safety and sustainability. What I am most optimistic about is Steamships' ongoing investment in Papua New Guinea and its continuous training of its people.
So during that time, there were 35 expatriate accountants in the Steamships Group. The company believed in Papua New Guineans, that we could take over those positions. So in the 20 years that I was working in Steamies, the company emphasized on training and development. And when I left Steamies in 2024, all the 35 positions were localized. The biggest contribution that Steamships is continuing to do is training and developing Papua New Guineans, and I am the testimony.
What I value the most is that we are able to work in a company that values and respects everyone, regardless of gender.
Where Steamships thrives as a company, so too must its communities. Beyond business, we have always given back and are involved in the communities in which we serve. Supporting cultural festivals, schools, health initiatives, and local causes. A private company, yes, but one whose heart continues to beat for the nation and their people. That same spirit of commitment and care has carried steamships through some of its toughest chapters, from fires that destroyed key properties in the 1970s to the volcanic destruction of Rabaul in 1994 and the challenge of COVID-19. Through it all, Steamships has not only endured but evolved, a living symbol of resilience in Papua New Guinea's story. Since independence, Steamships has remained deeply intertwined with Papua New Guinea's progress, helping to shape the nation's modern landscape. The journey from tin-roofed properties to EDGE-certified buildings, excellence in design for greater efficiencies, is a powerful narrative of corporate metamorphosis. It is a story of shedding an outdated industrial skin and embracing a future where growth is synonymous with sustainability. The tin roof was a symbol of resilience and practicality for its era. But the green, resource-efficient building of today is a far more powerful emblem for the 21st century. Steamships has successfully navigated this transition, providing that in the modern world, the most valuable property a company can own is a clear and demonstrable commitment to a sustainable future. Today, Steamships remains a leader, our investments continually evolving, woven into the fabric of PNG's transformation into a modern, connected economy. Steamships has not just conducted business in Papua New Guinea. We have called this country home. For generations, we have stood alongside Papua New Guinea, growing together. From pioneering moments like being the first company listed on the Port Moresby Stock Exchange in 1999 to today's Steamships, active across 3 divisions: logistics, properties, and hospitality. Our ships ply the coastal seas in an orchestrated symphony of detailed schedules. Our tugs guide vessels safely to port, and when the unexpected happens, they lead marine salvage operations to success. In many ports, our stevedoring joint ventures with local landowner companies will unload your cargo. Our heavy freight container trucks carry your goods to their final destination. Our properties division builds and manages commercial properties, warehouses, accommodation, and office complexes nationwide. Our hospitality arm welcomes guests at hotels nationwide, including partnerships with global brands like Radisson Individuals and Marriott, showcasing Papua New Guinea to the world. Papua New Guinea gained independence 50 years ago.
Happy 50th Independence Day, Papua New Guinea.
Happy 50th Independence Day, Papua New Guinea.
Let's celebrate our journey. What an amazing milestone for our beautiful country.
50 years of strength.
50 years of diversity.
And 50 years of
proudly being Papua New Guinean.
What an amazing milestone for our beautiful country.
50 years of strength.
50 years of diversity.
And 50 years of proudly being Papua New Guinean.
Let's celebrate our journey
and look forward to the future.
Steamships joins in celebrating the Golden Jubilee and stands proud to call PNG our home. our journey of nation building continues. This is how far we've come in 100 years. But this is only the beginning. Our vision is clear. Steamships will continue to invest in PNG's future. The next 50 years must be about progress that benefits everyone